it's now time to turn ourselves to Ukraine, as we're delighted to welcome Mr. Alexander Bornyakov, Ukraine's Deputy Digital Minister. We're delighted to have you with us, Alexander. Let me take this opportunity to express, obviously, our solidarity to you and to the people of Ukraine against the illegal, unprovoked, and brutal aggression and invasion of Russia. We stand with you and with your people. Slava Ukraini. The floor is yours, Mr. Bornyakov.
Hi, Nico. Thank you for the warm introduction, and thank you for standing with us. This is really important, and it means a lot. I'll start by saying that we see that solution based on artificial intelligence as an effective driver of growth, not only for business, but also for entire economies. Therefore, in recent years, AI technologies have been booming in the world. And I would say that AI technologies are used almost everywhere, from the trade sector to the defense industry. And Ukraine, by the way, does not stand aside from this processing and has a significant potential for AI development. Today, there are more than 9,000 of IT engineers specializing in AI in Ukraine. And according to Oxford Government AI Readiness Index for 2021, almost 40% of the 160 countries included in the ranking have developed or developing national AI strategies, and Ukraine is among one of these countries. In December 2020, the concept of AI development was approved by Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine, which was introduced by Ministry of Digital Transformation. And in May 2021, the action plan for its implementation was approved as well. The concept clearly defines areas, mechanisms, and deadlines for the implementation of main task of development of such technologies. Our main goal is to develop Ukraine's digital economy, improve the public administration system, and increase the level of cybersecurity in the country, and of course, its defense capabilities. And aside of that, we also strive to bring Ukraine into top 10 countries in terms of AI development. This implementation of the concept that we brought as a government will also stimulate the development of state AI technologies and their entry into foreign markets. We are focusing on development of education AI, implementation of this technology in defense and cybersecurity areas. Also the public sector, as well as the key sectors of economics, considering the need to respect people's right to privacy, which was discussed during this conference too. And I want to talk about a few examples because it's not just policy, it's already working in Ukraine. In the public sector, artificial intelligence algorithms are used to handle open data, such as the court registry. And we have a solution called WinCourt, which is automatic analysis model on the Court of Justice platform. Another example is monitoring of environment, where a solution called Deep Green Ukraine forest plantation monitoring services is in place. And we have a special tool called the Zora for oversighting public spendings and procurement. Also, the ministry itself applies AI into ecosystem of DIA, which is, maybe you can see this logo on my hoodie. It's a brand for all the government services in Ukraine. It's like an umbrella brand. And we use this technology to innovate ways of authorization by matching facial biometrics to a photo in the registry to ensure reliable and secure operation of the state apparatus. The government of Ukraine applies artificial intelligence technologies in cyber defense system to automatically analyze and classify cyber threats and automatically select a strategy for their containment and prevention. The use of innovative technology is an essential part of our fight against the enemy. And AI technologies help us identify Russian soldiers who died in Ukraine and those who committed war crimes in Ukrainian cities. And it actually was done very fast. I mean, it's 8 months of the war and a couple months before we introduced this artificial intelligence tool. And it already had results. We identified people who committed crimes who had committed robbery, murders, and just using their faces of their images on the faces on the images, we identified them, and there are criminal cases already in place. Drones based on AI are able to track enemy equipment, weapons, and use it for surveillance, for intelligence, to destroy it. Ukraine already has its own military tech developments that meet NATO standards, namely the Delta platform provides a three-dimensional real-time battlefield awareness and integrates information about the enemy from various sensors and sources, including intelligence on a digital map. And this is where AI been using too. The development of digital ecosystem with the use of AI technology is not possible without open access to public sector data. Therefore, it's one of our priorities, and it will allow AI technologies to use up-to-date and reliable data and thereby promote the development of strong digital ecosystem. And before the Russian invasion, Ukraine was one of the leading countries in terms of open data development. According to Open Data Maturity Ranking, last year Ukraine ranked 6th among all European countries. According to various research, the economic impact of open data is about 1% of GDP growth. However, access to open data in Ukraine is limited now in order to protect the interests of the state. But it's just a matter of war. When we win, it's going to be developing as fast as it was before. Alongside data, machine learning models, and the computer performance of artificial intelligence, investment in high-performance cloud technology is a key driver of economic growth. One of our important tasks is to enable public authorities to store data in clouds instead of paper archives. Ukraine passed a law on cloud services to ensure an effective digital transformation, and this law will attract a number of cloud service providers in Ukraine, such as Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, of course. And by the way, this is really what saved us, because Russians were attempting to destroy all of the data in the first days of war. So we moved this to cloud, and it actually saved all the government data. The Minister of Digital Transformation placed a great deal of emphasis on the development of education. As I said before, we see the significant potential in the development of Ukraine IT industry and do our best to increase the number of IT specialists, because we believe people are the key. And among the educational product is the launch of the free training program on cloud services together with Amazon Web Services. The ministry is also working on the legislative framework for the development, design, and use of artificial intelligence system based on the Council of Europe standards on human rights. And this process is carried out with the framework of Ukraine participation in international organizations such as Council of Europe Committee on Artificial Intelligence and the OECD Working Group on Artificial Intelligence Governments. In general, the priority areas are education and vocational training, science, economy, cybersecurity, information security, defense, public administration, legal regulation, and ethics, of course. And to finish my session, I would like to say that we believe that technologies are key to our victory, not only on the battlefield, but also on the economic and cyber fronts. And these technologies will help us recover the country after the war and turn Ukraine into a high-tech state.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Bornyakov. And good luck for the efforts that stand ahead of Ukraine. It's never easy to build a democracy that honors the rule of law under not the shadow of war, the fire of war. So once again, all solidarity to you and your people as you're doing that.